Assalamualaikum. For our field trip, we go to the Biodiversity Institute in Lancham, Pahang to learn about Malaysia's conservation effort. This allows us to observe the rich flora and fauna in their natural habitat and get a better understanding of the importance of preserving this ecosystem. While we were there, we get to learn about the biodiversity preservation from the expert, and we get to see how they put their hands-on effort into protecting our rainforest ecosystem.
The objectives of the field trip is to enhance the understanding of biodiversity conservation through the exposure to preserved animal specimens. Next is to develop an awareness of wildlife conservation, as well as to relate theoretical concepts learned in ecology study to real-world specimens and conservation practices.
And Biodiversity Institute, our journey continues with exploration of one of the world's most iconic endangered species, which is Panthera tigris, commonly known as tiger, recognized as an apex predator, symbolizes strength, courage, and the beauty of the wild. Beyond its majestic appearance, this species play a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance. However, Panthera tigris is now facing serious threat due to habitat and illegal poaching. Through this documentary, we will discover the life characteristic and conservation effort dedicated to protect this remarkable species for future generations.
I will explain the habitat and diet of the tiger. Tigers occupy a wide range of habitats, including coniferous taiga in Russia to the tropical rainforests of Indonesia. Tigers generally prefer habitats with dense vegetation and access to water sources, which provide shelter and hunting opportunities. As carnivores, tigers are apex predators that rely on their strength, stealth, and camouflage to hunt prey. Their striped fur helps them blend into surrounding vegetation, making it easier to ambush animals. Their diet mainly consists of medium to large mammals such as deer, wild boar, moose, and occasionally buffalo. They sometimes feed on monkeys, birds, or even young elephants. An adult tiger can consume up to 40 kilograms of meat in a single meal and may go several days before hunting again. Subsequently, the ecological roles of tiger. As apex predators, tigers are at the top of the food chain and have significant impact on ecosystem stability. First, they help control herbivore populations such as deer and wild boar. By regulating these populations, tigers prevent excessive grazing that could damage vegetation and forest regeneration. Second, tigers contribute to trophic cascades. This means their presence indirectly affects many other organisms within the ecosystem, which helps in maintaining biodiversity and ecological balance. Third, tigers strengthen ecosystem resilience. Healthy tiger populations often indicate healthy forests because they require large territories, abundant prey, and clean water sources to survive. Lastly, tiger conservation helps in protecting the climate. Conserving tiger habitats means preserving large forest areas that act as carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide and reducing the impact of climate change. For these reasons, tigers are considered a flagship species. Protecting tigers not only saves one species, but also protects countless animals, plants, and ecosystem services that support life on Earth.
The anatomy and structural adaptation of tiger, Panthera tigris.
Tigers have a muscular body and powerful forelimb that help them capture and subdue large prey. Their strength allow them to overpower animals efficiently during hunting. They also possess retractable claws that remain sharp when not in use. These claws provide a strong grip, helping tigers hold and control their prey. In addition, tigers have strong jaws and elongated canine teeth that are adapted for delivering powerful bites and tearing flesh. This feature makes them highly effective carnivores. Tigers also have excellent sensory adaptation, including binocular vision and acute hearing. These abilities help them detect prey and hunt successfully, especially in low light conditions. Another important adaptation is their striped fur patterns, which act as camouflage in forest and grassland habitats. This allows tigers to blend into their surroundings and approach prey without being easily noticed. Overall, this anatomical and structural adaptation enable tigers to survive and thrive as apex predators in their ecosystem. Despite being one of the world's most powerful predators, tigers face several challenges that threaten their survival. One major challenge is habitat loss and fragmentation caused by deforestation, agriculture expansion, and urban development. As their habitats become smaller, tigers have less space to hunt and reproduce. Another significant threat is poaching and illegal wildlife trade. Tigers are hunted for their skin, bone, teeth, and other body parts, which continue to reduce their population. Tigers also face increasing human-tiger conflict as human settlements expand into their nature habitats. These encounters can lead to injuries, livestock losses, and the killing of the tiger. In addition, declining prey population make it more difficult for tigers to find enough food, affecting their survival and reproduction. Lastly, climate change may alter habitat conditions and further threaten tiger population in the future.
Beyond the statistics and reports, the true cause of decline is seen in the tragedies that have struck the Malayan tiger. During our visit, we encountered preserved specimens that tell a lot of heartbreaking stories. Some of these tigers were victims of road accidents. Expanding highway cut through forest reserve, forcing tigers to cross dangerous roads in search of food and territory. Each collision is not just the loss of one animal, it is the loss of a guardian of the forest, a keystone predator whose absence disrupts the balance of the ecosystem. Most heartbreaking of all was the preserved fetus of a baby tiger. Its mother was struck by a car, and with her death, the unborn cub's future was erased before it could even begin. This tragedy reminds us that human activity does not only take the life of adult tigers, but also prevent future generations from ever existing. Another silent killer of the Malayan tiger is the illegal snare trap. These traps are set by poachers to capture wildlife, but they often ensnare tigers. Once caught, the tiger suffers severe injuries, leading to slow and painful death. Many specimens preserved at conservation centers are victims of this trap. It was an evidence of the cruelty and persistence of illegal hunting. Each tiger lost to a trap is a reminder of the urgent needs for stronger enforcement and community awareness. These tragedies are not isolated incidents, they represent a larger pattern of human impact on wildlife. Each specimen is a silent warning that without immediate action, the Malayan tigers may vanish from our forests forever.
Conservation efforts for tigers include celebrating Global Tiger Day every year on the 29th of July to raise awareness and support for tiger conservation. Another important conservation effort is anti-poaching operations. Wildlife authorities and conservation groups work together to track and stop poachers and remove illegal traps that threaten tigers. For example, Ops bersepadu khazanah to track and dismantle illegal snares of tigers. Another effort is breeding and rehabilitation programs. For example, the Malayan Tiger Conservation Center helps protect and increase the tiger population through breeding, care, and conservation activities. As individuals, we can raise awareness by sharing information about poaching and illegal wildlife trade. We can write to the media and authorities about relevant issues regarding tigers. Second, we should never consume or support products made from tiger pipe to eradicate the demand for products from tiger. Third, we should avoid supporting places or private collections that display illegally acquired wildlife. Finally, if we notice any wildlife-related crimes, we should report them to the relevant authorities or wildlife crime hotlines.
The story of the Malayan tiger is one of beauty, strength, and tragedy. We have seen how they depend on vast rainforests for survival, how their diet maintains ecological balance, and how human activity has placed them in grave danger. Road accidents, poaching, illegal traps, and even the unborn fetus we encounter remind us of the fragile line between survival and extinction. These tragedies are not just isolated events, they are warnings. Each tiger loss is a loss for Malaysia's natural heritage, for biodiversity, and for the health of our forests. The Malayan tiger's decline is a reflection of the pressures facing our environment as a whole. To protect the Malayan tiger, we must act decisively. Conservation laws must be enforced more strictly. Protected areas must be expanded and connected through wildlife corridors. Communities must be educated to coexist with wildlife, and awareness campaigns must continue to remind us of the tiger's importance. Every effort counts because every tiger matters. The preserved specimens we saw are silent reminders of what is at stake. Without action, the Malayan tiger may only survive in memory, but with commitment, collaboration, and care, we can ensure that future generations will hear the roar of the Malayan tiger echoing through our forests once again.